All right, Alex.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to an episode of Shots from the Winchester podcast by Greencastle, which you are very familiar with. You know we kick off with a shot in our beloved Winchester. What are we drinking?
Just a tequila. I'll do some whiskey.
Yes, let's do whiskey. And you said that right. You are my second podcast of the day.
Yeah.
And these were short podcasts. They're only like 25 minutes long, so I'm doing a shot every 25 minutes.
That's pretty good.
I think I cap it at 5 interviews a day.
That's not bad.
Because the 6th one is just sloppy.
It's an easy day at work.
Yeah. You tell me about. So what do we whiskey?
Whatever you want. Dealer's choice.
Oh boy.
Right.
Is that Screwball? That's like a flavored? Is that
peanut butter whiskey?
Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right. My wife has had that before. I'm not a peanut butter guy.
I'm not usually either, but I think it'll be tasty. It's whiskey.
Did you eat peanut butter and jelly as a kid?
Yeah, every day.
You know, I didn't, and I still don't eat peanut butter and jelly today. Is that weird? So
I'd say it's a little weird, unless I don't know.
You're Air Force, right?
Yeah.
When you guys had MREs and like box lunches, was it
Sure.
only ever? Did you guys have box lunches, or did you guys always have like catering?
It was usually catering.
Yeah.
But we did some box lunches. Yeah.
Oh boy! All right, here we go. Cheers, buddy.
Thank you.
Ugh.
Tasty.
That actually goes down much easier.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad.
Am I allowed to expense an Uber home from here? I think.
Actually, why not? It's a work expense.
That's what I think that's built into the podcast budget. If not, it needs to be.
With self-driving cars, you can just hop on home.
Yeah, we need to get some of those. So Air Force, when did you go in?
2010. Beginning of 2010.
What made you just go into the Air Force? What made you go into the military in general?
Yeah, so grew up pretty poor, but I wanted to be a police officer initially, and I knew that the military would provide me some resume experience and then pay for school. So.
Did you graduate in 10?
Yeah, high school.
Okay, and then you went straight in.
I enlisted before I even graduated.
Did you really?
Yeah. So.
Were your folks supportive of it? Did you come from a military family?
No, Mom wasn't happy about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're in the middle of wartime. I mean, that's a tough thing for. What did you like? You're still in high school. Mm-hmm. Was your dad was prior service?
No.
So neither parents were your grandparents?
Nope.
So you're like, hey, I know we're in the middle of the global war on terrorism, but I want to go into the service. What'd they say?
She was terrified, but I had to reassure her that I was going into the Air Force, so it wasn't likely that I would be, on the front lines kicking doors or doing anything cool like that.
But even for like a non-military family, that's still like, all they know is like you're going to be flying planes and possibly shot down over like enemy territory, right?
Only child, so it was my mother's only son, so it was a little worrisome for her. But after the fact, she was happy because my path, other than that, was kind of just like, I don't know.
Where'd you grow up?
So born in Texas, but when I was like 6, I moved to Maine. So pretty much from Maine my whole life.
Where in Maine?
Central Maine, Bangor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a big Navy joint base there, right?
Not necessarily joint, but they have a reserve area on the other side of the runway.
You know how I know Bangor Airport is if you are flying from Europe and you run out of fuel because there's a big headwind going across. It's either Nova Scotia, I believe, or Bangor Airport is the place where like Delta, American Airlines, United, they all touch down there and refuel because that's like where they run out of fuel. It has to be in U.S. airspace, I guess, for some reason, or Nova Scotia or something. But if there's a huge headwind like there is in the fall and the winter, as you're leaving Europe and you're flying over the Atlantic that way, if they haven't planned for enough fuel, that's where they stop and refuel. I don't know if you know that about Bangor.
Oh no, we used to get a lot of fighter pilots because they'd be screwing around flying overseas and they'd declare an emergency because they burnt all their fuel doing loops and messing around.
Was that your introduction to the military, like seeing like fighter jets scrambling overhead and stuff?
Not necessarily scrambling. I mean, we worked on the nuclear side, but we had tankers, so we'd get fighters in, but we dealt with a whole different aspect of that whole thing.
Where were you stationed in the Air Force?
In Bangor.
Wait, for real?
Yeah.
Were you Air National Guard?
I was an AGR. Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay, all right. So you went in. So all right, you didn't just get lucky that you got stationed up in.
No.
But you were. So it's for those who are listening, AGR, you went into the National Guard, but you weren't just a weekend guy. You were a Monday through Friday guy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Essentially, I mean, we worked a rotating shift. So
sure.
But for all intents and purposes,
your full-time job was. you worked for people who don't know, like, I think it's probably
absolutely.
an interesting education for people that don't know. Not that we just have to take this time to talk about the difference between National Guard but Air National Guard, they wear uniforms that say United States Air Force on them, but you are technically paid by the state of Maine, right? So if you were the Pennsylvania Air National Guard or the New Jersey Air National Guard or whatever, right? The Maine Air National Guard, you wear uniforms that say United States Air Force. You get, technically your check comes through the state of Maine, but you work full-time. Your full-time job is you are a member of the United States Air, or the Maine State Air National Guard, but you're wearing a United States Air Force shirt, so or uniform. So for somebody looking at you and another Air Force guy wouldn't know the difference.
Right.
It's just in your paychecks and technically how your chain of command ultimately gets to the president.
Yeah, just different pot of money, essentially, is the way it works, yeah.
How long were you on active duty?
It'll be just under 13 years in September.
Wait, are you, okay, just under 13, so you are wrapping up that active duty time. Are you going to stay part-time?
No. Nope, I'm getting out. I'm doing the whole just...
You're getting what?
Exit. Getting out.
Did you say oot?
Oot?
What is that?
Am I too close to Canada?
Was that, it did come out there for a second?
No, out. Getting out of the military.
Out, yeah. I don't, down here in southeastern PA, out, I don't know how we say it, out, I'm getting out.
Yeah, no, yeah, I say a lot of things weird. Wooder.
Oh, yeah.
Crick instead of creek. It's all messed up down here.
Well, I'm not a Delco kid, but you're right, that is it. Have you watched Mayor of Easttown?
No.
Oh, you're going to watch
the TV show?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all Delaware County, Pennsylvania accent, like to an extreme.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you'll hear it, you'll go, oh my God, that's literally everybody around me.
Wow. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
What brought you to Greencastle?
Blind luck. I knew I was getting out. My wife's family she's from this area originally. I'm not. We met and got married, and she said, I want to go back home. So I said, I need to finish grad school, and I guess I'm getting out of the military. So I looked at SkillBridge, Googled and looked and searched a company nearby that did SkillBridge program, and Greencastle popped up. And as fate has it, here I am.
That's awesome. What did you do in the Air Force?
I was a nuclear command and control specialist.
What does that mean? Okay, give it to me in layman's terms. It's got a cool name to it.
So we worked with Strategic Command and Global Strike. So basically, we're a liaison between our tankers and the missile fields and the Joint Nuke Headquarters. Basically, strategic deterrence for that enterprise.
Did you know the launch codes?
Not the code. I don't know.
Oh, is that what this was? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wink, wink, nudge, 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 wink, wink.
I could talk around it all day long, but I'm on.
Did you ever get to carry the briefcase with the bracelet on your arm next to the president?
Nothing that cool.
Listen, nobody's going to fact check any of this. You can just totally say you did. That's cool.
I don't know. It's cool stuff, but not a cool briefcase.
Oh,
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
More like a cool binder.
If I was going to watch an episode of Secrets of the Maine Air National Guard, what would be one of the highlights?
People have no idea that we're a nuke base, so.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
People think that we just kind of sit around and fly planes all day and do nothing, and behind the scenes, there's a lot of cool stuff that actually goes on.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you're going through grad school. So what's kind of cool there, embedded in that, is that you're an enlisted guy. You came in enlisted, no college, but you finished college while you're on active duty. Is that what I'm guessing?
Yeah, I got my associates, my bachelor's, and I finished my master's in April.
Wow.
So I'm actually
while you're on active duty.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a lot,
you.
but we made it work.
What's your master's in?
Human resource management.
What do you want to do? Get into
Human
HR?
resource management. Yeah. Yeah, like people and culture, learning, development, engagement, just kind of work with people and help them be happy at work.
And what are you doing? I know you're just on an internship right now with the SkillBridge program. You came in through the DoD. You're still on active duty, which is a really cool program that the DoD would pay you to come be a member of the Greencastle team. So they're covering your salary, but we're covering your training and getting you some civilian certifications, getting you some civilian experience. Really cool program that the DoD is doing. What are you doing right now while you're serving in the internship then?
Yeah, so we started out doing our kind of credentialing. So we did our Lean Six Sigma green belt, not black belt, PMP prep course, our change management, our Scrum Master certification, and then from there we were assigned projects. So I'm on about to be handing over a project for a company that's doing kind of a merger into a larger building. And I'm just finishing up a project here at Greencastle for some electric vehicle chargers that we had installed. And that's kind of really it. I'm helping out here and there. I helped Casey, one of our other teammates today, move some stuff around with the expansion that we're doing. And so just kind of working on some projects and trying to be useful.
When are you done with your SkillBridge program?
Middle of September, so it's coming up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Have you guys permanently relocated down here?
I live with the in-laws, so
That's fine.
it's a
Yay.
pretty good gig. I like it more than my wife does.
Yeah.
So
Do you guys have kids?
no.
No kids.
We're D.I.N.Ks, dual income, no kids. It's kind of nice. Yeah.
I've not heard that before.
Yeah. It's a cool term. Start using it.
I'm probably not going to use that term because of the loss of context. Hey, look at those dinks.
That's kinda why I like it.
Probably not going to go around saying that. Yeah, that's
fair.
I feel like I'm already at risk of getting canceled anyway. So that's only going to exacerbate the problem.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What's next for you? What's next for Alex?
Time will tell. I love it here. I love the culture, the people. I love what we do. So I would really love to find a way to be here. If that works out, fantastic. But time will, I don't know. World's my oyster, and whatever happens will happen, and it'll get figured out one way or another.
That's awesome. Last question. What's something we wouldn't learn about you from your resume?
I have a huge passion.
And you got a bonus because you heard me ask that to Danny.
I did.
Not even half an hour ago.
Yeah.
So you had time to think about it. This better be juicy.
I should have. I didn't think
Yeah,
about
this better
it.
be good. You should have known it was coming.
I don't know if it's good. I have a huge passion for photography, so I actually shoot weddings and bar mitzvahs and engagement shoots on the side outside of Greencastle time.
What's the craziest shit you've ever seen when you were shooting?
A lot of naked people.
Really?
Yeah. People love to take their butts out. It's weird.
Like knowing that you have a lens pointed at it?
Because I have a lens pointed at it. Yeah.
At bar mitzvahs and stuff?
Not so much bar mitzvahs because they're young.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
But usually the weddings, after about halfway through the reception, get a few drinks in you, and it's a good idea to pull your pants down. And
I'm going to go on a limb.
Yeah.
Guys more than girls.
Absolutely. Yeah, 1,000,000%.
This is going to be a weird question.
Yeah.
Do you continue to press down on the shutter button?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. You gotta get
if
extortion.
If they're inviting people there that want to take their butts out, I'm assuming they want the pictures to laugh at. So I take everything.
Have you ever seen? Have people ever gotten more than just like dropping trowel, just like full on dude like streaking across the dance floor or something?
It happened at my wedding, actually. Yeah. One of my grooms had actually was in the Army. Funny enough, he gained about 40 pounds after he got back from deployment, and he was like, "You got me the wrong size pants." I was like, "Absolutely did not. You just gained weight." And the first time he bent down to pick something up, the blew out. And then everyone, it was like sharks to the fodder. He just ripping his pants off for him. So, yeah, I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, with friends like that, who needs enemies?
They're great sometimes.
Was it men or women that were ripping his pants off?
Both.
All right. Well, there's some flattery in there, embedded in there.
No, but they had fun with it.
A bunch of women ripping your pants off. You can take that. Like you can post that on your. Your dating site, I guess. I don't know.
It was a COVID wedding, so I think people were just ready to kind of let loose after a couple of years of being kind of stuck inside, not doing too much.
Yeah. Well, did you guys have to postpone your wedding?
No, we got really lucky.
When did you get married?
September 2020.
Oh my gosh, so you're like right in the thick of COVID.
Yeah.
We'd just come out of quarantine like 90 days before.
Yeah, and it was right on the brink of not knowing if it would happen last minute, and we kind of just took a risk and paid off. So we got lucky.
Did people show up and like you do a full-on like in-person wedding?
Yeah, surprisingly, we invited about 120, and we had like 75 or 80 people.
In Maine?
No, actually in Warrington.
Oh,
right a little bit
in
north
the Philly
here.
suburbs, huh?
Yeah. So no COVID, no nothing. Everyone was good. It was kind of nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're coming up on 2 years.
Yeah, a few weeks.
Congratulations. What are you gonna do for your 2-year anniversary?
We are going to Paradise, Pennsylvania, actually, to a nice farmhouse to just relax for a weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Paradise, Pennsylvania. They're like, have you been out that way yet?
Never.
There's a saying. Do you know what the saying is? It's there's Blue Ball, there's Paradise, there's Intercourse. These are all towns in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Blue Ball, Paradise, Intercourse, and there's a fourth one, and they sell T-shirts out there that say, "I was I was leaving Blue Ball, and then I got lost and went through intercourse and ended up in paradise or something like that. It's a funny little play,
Yeah.
but there's some interesting naming. Did anybody remember the fourth name? This podcast isn't going any further until we get that name of that. No, somebody watching this right now is screaming out. They're like, "You dope!" It's
Comment
whatever.
down below
We're gonna
and
have to.
let us know,
Yeah, if you can look it up. Do you know it? Oh, I thought you were looking it up. No. All right. Well, cool, man. Thanks for joining us, bud.
Yeah,
I
happy to be
appreciate
here.
it. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being a part of the Greencastle team and
I love it here.
and contributing while you're here for the SkillBridge. And we're looking forward to seeing what else you can bring while you're here and beyond.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to be here. Thank you
Thanks,
so
buddy.
much.
Appreciate it.